How's everyone doing today? Hope you're having a good day, good morning, good night, good evening, whatever it is where you happen to be. Currently about, I don't know, 12:15 in the afternoon where Jim is. He's having a pretty good day. Temperature's supposed to be up to about 85 here today. Humidity's not too bad though, so it's been a nice day outside. Jim's had an opportunity to get outside for a little bit. He's been doing a lot of computer work in the house. Tried to do some computer work outside, but the glare wasn't cooperating. So Jim is hoping to get maybe some weather for you guys the next 2 or 3 days. It's supposed to be, I don't know if I would say severe weather, but it's supposed to be some thunderstorms, wind, rain, maybe a little bit of hail, hopefully not a lot of tornadoes. Sunday, which was Father's Day here in America, we had 16 recorded tornadoes in our local area. Well, by local area I mean about 3 states. So that was a little bit insane. Not usual that we have that many in one day, maybe in a week or so, but some of them were real short lived. They were only on the ground for maybe 3/4 of a mile. There were some of them that skipped and jumped over many miles. Jim is not going to lie to you. He hopes he's never in a position to get tornado footage for you, because I don't want to be that close to a tornado. If we could get something from a distance. Jim doesn't mind getting Jim doesn't mind getting thunderstorm footage. He feels safe hiding under his awning, under his porch, and getting that footage for you. Maybe getting the sound of some thunder, flashes of some lightning. But he's really not looking forward to getting any kind of tornadic activity for you. Jim does hope some of you have been able to see his hailstorm footage that he had from I guess about 2 years ago now. Maybe last spring, I'm not real sure. Some pretty good sized hail. Tore up pretty much every car in the parking lot, tore up a lot of roofs and everything else around the area. So yeah, Jim sometimes has a hard time deciding what we're going to do here on this channel. It's hard to be a weather channel when there's actually no weather happening but about every 2 or 3 weeks. And Jim sometimes doesn't know if he bores you with his stories he tells about his youth. Some of them get a lot of views, some of them get like 2 or 3 views. So we're just trying to decide a direction to go with the channel. Jim would appreciate any input you can give him. He does go through and see what you like and what you comment on. Try to give you more of that content. Like I said though, a lot of it though is weather content, and Jim doesn't chase storms, he just waits for them to come to him. So sometimes that can be a little bit of an adventure, waiting 2 or 3 weeks for something to occur. But every once in a while Jim does like to cook for you. Some of the stuff he cooks is silly, like frying an egg, making a peanut butter sandwich. He might get in a little more in-depth into cooking for you every once in a while. One thing Jim thinks he might teach you guys is some knife skills, because some of these cooking channels I watch, these people scare me with their knife skills. They're going to wind up cutting off a digit or something. And maybe teach you some kitchen safety, not just knife skills, but how to have multiple cutting boards for raw fish, raw chicken, raw beef, and veggies, instead of using the same cutting board for everything. That's sort of scary to Jim sometimes. Jim finds some of the cooking channels kind of interesting. They're trying to teach me how to cook, and the whole time they're going, oh, I forgot, I don't have flour, I don't have this, I don't know if I've got this ingredient. If you're going to teach me a recipe, have all your ingredients out, do your mas en place. And please, make sure you've got stuff instead of sitting there going, oh, well, I don't have this. Maybe I can substitute this. And if you're going to teach me a recipe, try to teach me a recipe for something more than, add some sugar to some tea and some water and make sweet tea. Yes, Jim did see a cooking show where they showed you how to make sweet tea. And it looked like, to Jim, it looked like they were making maybe maple syrup for pancakes. It seemed like there was about a cup of sugar and a 2-quart of tea, which to Jim is just awfully sweet sounding. He's never put that much sugar in 2 quarts of tea, so I'm not sure how that turned out. Some other things Jim has seen people make is, burgers. You put the ground beef in a skillet, you flip it over, and then you wait a little bit longer and pull it out. Don't know that you need a lesson in how to make a burger. Maybe a recipe of different things for Worcestershire sauce, maybe some spices and stuff to put in with your ground beef before you start frying it. So anyway, Jim just thought he would check in with you guys. And again, I asked you maybe let him know what kind of footage you guys are looking for. I know some of you swing by and visit. Jim gets a lot of initial viewers, a lot of first-time viewers. Then when he looks at his analytics, there's not a whole lot of return viewers. So if you could help Jim out, let him know what you guys are looking for so that maybe I can create some content that'll make you want to come back, make you want to drop by. I know some of you have subscribed. So, if you're going to subscribe and like and follow, I want to create stuff that you're going to find interesting and stuff that you're going to want to come back for, stuff that when it pops up in your timeline you're going to want to look at instead of skipping by. So Jim would appreciate any input you guys have, and like I said, you guys have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever it is where you're at. Take care of yourself, take care of those you love, be good to each other.